Hello and welcome. I am RPD. Do not be afraid of women and simps. Now, these are the people that bullied me ever since I was a child, ever since I was growing up. I've been bullied as a kid, I've been bullied as a teen, I'm being bullied right now as an adult. Even in my 30s, I'm being bullied. Mostly by, I say mostly by women. I've been mostly bullied by simps when I was in what elementary, middle school, somewhat high school, you can say. But I was always bullied by these people because I never understood what was going on. Yeah, at some points I did fight back. I did stand my ground, but it wasn't good enough. So I'm telling you, as MGTOW man or men in general that's getting your head on in life, do not be afraid of, especially women, and don't be afraid of these simps. Stand your ground any way you can because these people out here are getting more dangerous, getting more crazy, and their behavior is getting much worse. Now, my issue started back with this girl at Wendy's. At some point, she got mad because what? I didn't give her directions where she needed to go, and she got pissed off. This was 3 years ago when I first started my job as a sign holder. So to that point on, she just kept messing with me, messing with me. At some point in time, I went to go tell her manager. The manager was nice. He was cool. I spoke with the guy. Welcome, JJ Diesel. What's going on?
Had it, bro. Had it, bro. Just
How's it
getting ready
going
to
on?
leave the store. Getting ready to leave the store and go back home. I got my earpiece in, so I can talk to you guys while I drive back to the house.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, I mean, the girl just kept messing with me, and I had to tell her manager. The manager did tell her that leave that guy alone. That guy doesn't mess with anybody. That guy going about his business. He do what he need to do. Now that year span, she left me alone. As of this year, she started back messing with me again. I tried to tell her manager again. It was a different manager, and the manager was like, there's nothing we could do. That's a police matter. So I told the guy straight to his face, I'm gonna go ahead and call headquarters. He was like, go ahead. So once I got off the phone with him, I called headquarters. I spoke with a lady there. She was a black lady, of course. And she was like, I think I know you talking about, upper management or something like that. So after I called headquarters, I think they got pissed off that I called headquarters. And then right where I stand, right from Wendy's, I had seen all the windows closed. Guys, you have to do what it takes to get people to leave you alone, whether that be
Yep.
women or simps. And any input on JJ Diesel?
I was just agreeing with you on that.
Yeah, yeah, because women just don't know how to leave people alone. Simps, I deal with them very less now because I scared the heck out of them. Women just do not know how to leave people alone, and you have to do what it takes to get them to leave you alone. It's like you said, JJ Diesel. There's women stalkers out here, and they just won't stop themselves.
Yep. I had that
Until
experience on my way home from work one day.
all right, until you probably get law enforcement involved, or you make them stop physically. Me personally, getting the police involved, the police will take their side every time. You already know that. So at some points of time, you got to take things in your own hands. Not saying going too far as in completely hurt them unless you have to, but somehow just to make them stop. Women will go to
Y'all
great
ought to look up
lengths.
that.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say y'all ought to look up that Clint Eastwood movie, Play Misty for me. What a hell of a
Ah,
movie! I
ah,
seen it when I was a child.
mm, yeah, but let me just go to great lengths to just to destroy a man's life. They won't stay out of your space. When you try to do service with them, they got the rudest attitudes on earth. This is now not just with black women, but with non-black women as well. This is with a non-black woman, to believe it or not. But do what you have to do to make women stop. Cause the fat woman I told you about, I guess she didn't leave, man. She didn't leave. I think they had put a tent over that building because they were trying to get rid of termites. She came right back like, man, I guess she didn't leave. So her, you know, women are childish. That is true. Women are childish.
They're evil.
Yeah.
They do the devil's bidding.
Yep. So she'll just sit there and laugh, giggle. I don't even look at her. I ain't paying no attention, like you said. I don't acknowledge them at all. I guess she tell other people about me too, but really, I don't care at this point because you know, women eventually face consequence. They eventually end up, somewhat disappearing and in the making. But all that stuff don't last, and women don't realize that they act like they don't face consequence. It come back later to bite you in the A, but they act like they don't face no consequence. They can get away with anything.
They have reprobate minds, and it's detrimental for a person to harbor such a mindset.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
People with reprobate minds are their own worst enemies, but they hinder others, they harm others too, unfortunately. And narcissistic trait, along
Yep.
with having a reprobate mind, that's a big trait of that.
Yeah. But as far as the simps goes too, man. These are the guys. I'm gonna start with the thugs, the guys that grew up. I completely never understood simps, Tyrone, as you like to call it, or whatever, that do the things that they do. They do the things that they do because they've been brainwashed by society and AKA black women to go out here and kill, destroy, and just bully. And I've myself been bullied by these people, got beat up by these people. Of course, I'm gonna tell the truth. I got beat up by these people and all that. But there's some fights I won, and a lot of fights I lost by these people for no reason at all because of a woman. When we went to school and on that, you know, these women will bully you, and if you do something back to them, oh, I'm gonna get my boyfriend, I'm gonna get my brother, and all this crap. And this idiot would actually go and fight for this demon. This idiot go and fight for this demon, beat you up, and what did you accomplish, fool? What did
But
you
you know
accomplish at
something?
all? Yeah,
That's backfiring on them. A lot of
yeah,
dudes that go and do that stuff for these women get themselves deleted,
yep.
and the
I seen a
man, the
lot of
man that's defending himself, be done deleted him, and then she go on to somebody else.
yep. I'm starting to see that a lot now because a lot of people that I dealt with over the years as a child, as a teen, and now as an adult, half of them are dead. Half of them are dead. Some reasons I knew, and some other reasons I didn't know. Now, some of them I did make amends with, and we got along. But half of them, they're dead right now. They're gone because of a lot of past issues and stuff like that. So if you fight for these women today, you end up getting in legal trouble. Your life will be ruined. And you end up in the grave over these women.
Yeah. And I won't offend them.
I,
It's
I are you breaking up?
shout out to Mr. Palmer. He said he got a clip in his show. He said, "Why do you come to a such aid? Why do you come to the defense of a such aid? You know, and in
Yeah.
the Bible they be calling it dogs. So you know,
Yep. Mostly that too. I mostly dealt with women behind the scenes of my situations. Because if there was no such thing as simps, no such thing as thugs, and these men completely understood the Bible and completely understand how women are back then as I was growing up, I would have never got into fights. I would have never had to actually get beat up by a guy. You name it. I would have actually never got bullied by these simps. The reason I got bullied by these simps because of women, and I completely never
yep,
understood why that happened. So, have you been bullied as a child, as a teen?
yes I have.
Yep. And who was behind
Actually,
the
have
situation? Go ahead.
thugs, and there's probably some woman behind him. And I refused to act like or dress like them, and they didn't like that either. I
Yep.
didn't wear my pants sagging. I didn't get too all jump, get in the weed smoking. Well, I tried at the time too. I won't lie, but other than that, I had no that ask of those folks to do it. And I got neighbors around me. I can't stand it when they smoke that old skunk weed. That's the worst.
Yep. Had to block somebody already. 18, sexy, Z, XZ. I blocked them already. There's no need to display it.
Good.
These trolls trying to come in, boy. They hate my message. But my message to the MGTOW guys that's going through this right now,
We got to keep stirring the pot.
yeah, just don't let these women have a field day with you. Don't let these women piss you off because they will try to piss
I
you
have a
off.
field day with them. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What I
You
do
know,
right now is
psychology
I
can
do.
have a field day with them, especially if you know the Bible. If they start
Yeah.
on you, go in on defend yourself. But you know, if they like or trying to come in and block, we could win all
Uh,
in on them. Come on and
yeah,
leave.
yeah. You
That's even more fun.
you breaking up real bad, bro. I don't know what it is. Hey,
Okay, I
JJ
said,
Diesel.
I'm glad you blocked the person. Can you hear me?
A little bit.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was just saying, I'm glad you blocked the person, but we could have win on that person, made them want to leave. That would have been even more fun. I tend to do that sometimes. Either they block me on Facebook or wherever, or sometimes I have to block them because they insatiable, reprobate minds won't get the message until I put a stopping block in front of them. But yeah,
What's good, MGTOW guy? Good MGTOW guy. What's going on? Yeah, us as MGTOW guys, red pill, black pill, MGTOW monk. We can't really let these women piss us off. I mean, because when they get the best of us, they'll try to get us in trouble as well as legal trouble, beat them so bad that we'll go to jail or do something worse to them. Now, if it comes to that, do so. Now, on the other hand, make them stop. And when I mean
yeah,
make them stop, either they get fired from their job, get probably the police involved, or like you say, like you do sometimes, JJ Diesel, use your firearm.
yeah.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
give
you
them
got.
I give a fool a choice. I'll give a
Yeah.
fool a choice, but they don't take the wise one, and I have to do something I don't want to do, but it'd be necessary at that point.
Yep. But also too,
Like
look.
that. Yeah, go
Oh, go
ahead.
ahead. But also too, when you sitting by yourself or going on your break and you by yourself, and these women come invade your space, get them out of your space or go somewhere else. Because what they trying to do is that they trying to, you know, disturb your peace until you go back to work or whatever you're doing. If you're sitting at the park
They
by
trying to
yourself,
dominate
yeah, yep. But I don't like nobody invading my space, especially if I just want to be by
me
myself.
either.
Yep.
I
Cause
don't
every
like
time
being overcrowded on the highway. I don't like a whole lot of people in person either. I never was when I got wise enough to understand the dangers of it. Uh, I got to where I didn't like being in large groups.
yep. Uh, you ever wanted to date transgenders if you don't like women? Nope.
No,
Nope.
hell no.
Absolutely not.
Best thing to do is get a
You're
passport and
not.
maybe try to. Best thing to do is try to get a passport and try to check other waters, so to speak.
Yep. I ain't dating. Period. I'm not dating. I'm not getting married. Sex. Still be careful. But all that dating and marriage is a total waste of time. It's a scam. And these women that do evil wants you fall for the trap.
Yeah,
What is that? What is that trap? Dating
bait and switch.
and marriage. Those two together, dating and marriage. Relationship is something the woman want, but dating and marriage is both a trap. First, she'll get little money out of you once you date, once you give her food, once you buy her things, like small things, clothes and stuff like that. Marriage is where she really reap the benefits. She really gets a lot in marriage. You paying for the marriage, you paying for the wedding, you paying for the food, you paying for the jewelry, which is really expensive, and
You paying
overall,
for
you
the
just oh go ahead.
paying for the divorce.
Yep, the alimony, you paying for that, and then you got to give her money. So, in my opinion, even dating a transgender is a trap. I wouldn't even date them either. Disgusting in my books.
Yeah,
Yep. Passport. I cannot get American women. Would you date a transgender?
nope.
Probably no. Here, answer. Overall, you have to get simps too and women to stop if they keep messing with you. I myself don't like to be bothered by a lot of people. I just truly don't. Oh no, you hate people. I don't hate people. It's just the person that approach me say stupid things most of the times, end up being irritating, annoying, which most of the time I don't like to be irritated or annoyed. Every time I go out in public, go to work, just like you say before, things are getting worse. These people sit there, look at you, stare at you. The reason why I bring up the laugh part because things are going right now. These people have nothing left in the gas tank, and what I mean, so how what you gonna do? Beat your meat or get sex dolls? I probably get a sex doll, or probably wouldn't have sex at all. How? So how? What you go do? I'll probably get a sex doll. I'll leave it at that. destroying dating. But you know, you go out in public and these people sit there and laugh, don't even know you, nothing funny, no comedy, nothing like that. They sit there and laugh at you, sit there and make stupid comments or just make fun of you for no apparent reason at all. Just minding my business, they just mess with you, no apparent reason. For the non-black
On that
people,
right there, I get the on
I go ahead.
I'll just say this right quick. Uh, on what you just said, I've experienced this uh, more so on the highway than any other time or place. But I get the impression that people uh, that do that, they're not real human beings. They're demons disguised as humans.
Yep.
I really get that impression.
And what I'm doing the stream right now, they driving with these loud motorcycles and go pads and stuff like that. This real irritating. It's most like these little dirt bikes they drive around. These dirt bikes that go back and forth. Not saying
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
these
problem to have them, but
loud.
every day it'll be these little dirt bikes and motorcycles all day long.
In my area, it's these loud ass Dodge Chargers, uh, Challengers, and these Mustangs and Camaros.
Yep. But overall, again, for you non-black people that go around and use racism and do all this stupid stuff, you know you can't use a racial slur because you'll be charged with a hate crime. You'll get fired from your job. Me, if I was completely in charge and made all the rules, I wouldn't even get you fired from your job, or better yet, charge you with a hate crime. I would have kept locking you up over and over again. And if you screwed up for the seventh time, you would get a year in prison, or you'll be charged with a felony. In my books, let's go with anybody
Yep,
use
hate
racism.
crime is a felony.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought hate
I
crime
think
wasn't
it is a
really nothing.
felony.
Uh, I had to go back and look at it.
Okay,
My book, I would have kept
I'm
locking
not
you
sure
up.
myself, but I think it is.
Uh, I go and look at it. Yeah, they really cracking down on this racism crap too. They're really cracking down on it. But you know, you gotta get people to stop. You have to get people to stop. I like freedom. I like peace. I don't like to be around, negativity. I don't like to be around people who make loud noise. For instance, I'm gonna bring him up. My landlord, his son, the next door. I think it'll be a woman that really just make noise. He go over there, slam doors, go over there, smoke weed. Remember I told you, JJ Diesel. You know, they think smoking weed help
Mm,
them out, but it don't.
delusion.
Yep, he dropped off, but you know he's back. That's you, JJ Diesel.
Yeah, I had to mute for a second. Sitting
Okay.
in my pickup, getting ready to take this little cup I had at lunch break on at work one day. I'm gonna throw it in the dumpster out here in the parking lot, and then I'm gonna go back in. I gotta plug my phone up and all that good stuff.
Mm, okay. But yeah, you know, he ain't really causing physical trouble like most people do, but he go over there, slam doors like a child, and sitting over there smoking weed and all this crap, and they think that's cute. They go somewhere with them dirt bikes. I don't know why they riding up and down the streets.
especially
Tell
at
them,
night.
man. I tell you, man, this is why I don't like these simps and thugs. Just won't stop theyself. Just won't stop theyself, and they wonder why they get what they get.
Heathens, heathens is mindless beings that don't think.
Yep,
They're vicious, mindless beings. They don't think.
yep, yep.
Some dogs are less vicious.
Yeah. So they be having these pit bulls, man, and these dangerous animals, and they end up taking care of them, and they don't end up taking care of them. Let me explain the part of they not taking care of them. They have these dogs, the animals loose. They get loose when they fully secure them. They end up attacking somebody or killing them, and they act like they not responsible.
Yeah, the state dog ain't responsible for it like a child.
Yep. I got I know I got chased by a dog in 2000. I think it was 2008 or 2007 when I was working at this job dealing with chemicals and stuff like that. So as I was going to work, I was close at work. This dog tried to chase me. Right, I ran real quick, man. I mean, I ran extremely fast. He couldn't get me too many times, so I jumped like on a tall air condition. So the owner called his dog back. Oh, come right back. Come right back. Yeah, they don't fully secure these dogs. They don't fully secure these dogs.
I don't mind taking one out, come trying to attack me.
Same here.
So no.
Oh, I had to defend myself. I had to defend myself from another dog in 2015 while dealing with this white girl. I was at the food pantry, right?
Mm-hmm.
This pit bull got loose, so I end up elbowing the dog in the face. And end up slapping the dog in the face, slap him, kept elbowing him. He eventually ended up stopping. The owner ended up getting his dog real quick. Oh, I apologize. I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up beating up a dog. I had to do what you had to do, man. You have to do
Yeah,
what you have to do with endangered animals like that. They coming at you, boy. Your adrenaline is going once they come at you.
I'll tell you a funny story. I used to stay with my daddy, and I think I went to the store for me and him that night, and I was on my way back to the house, and I try to walk on the side of the road facing the traffic. The
Right,
traffic be to my right, right,
right,
instead of being from behind. Well, the dogs is at this big old nice house by the movie theater up a hill. It's tree like a tree road between the movie theater and the house, and they was in that front lawn in front of that house. Little old bitty dog come out, and I had my knife in my pocket. It's got a clip on it where I can get to it real easy. It was cold outside. I
right,
had my coat on and all that. So I ran across the highway to, you know, away from the dogs. That way I could have time to get that knife out. I unfolded that knife real quick, and that dog tried to bite me. I stuck it right in that bone hind part and screeched. Ran. Them other dogs ran. And the very next day, it's a street behind that house and movie theater. I was walking down the street, and here they come growling. And they heard that click, and they didn't say they just sat down in the grass. They know that click. What that click was, that knife on locking when I opened it up.
right.
I laugh when I think about that now.
Oh yeah, too. I forgot. I had to defend myself from another dog. It was like a black dog. Because at that time I was riding my bicycle back from my friend house. So the dog tried to chase me, get up close. That time I had a taser with me. So once I clicked that button, they heard that zap sound. He got a red wheelchair. I was like, nope, nope, I ain't messing with him. He got a taser.
They must have been tased before.
Yeah, you do what you got to do, man, to defend yourself. Whether it be an animal or a person.
Yep.
Yep, it's the same thing with these women. These women are like dangerous, endangered animals.
Keep your
Don't
dog away from the women if you want them in one piece, because it might not live to see you next day from the smell.
oh man.
You see that picture on Facebook of this female had a dog sniffing her, you know what, and then that little boy carrying the dog crying back.
No, I think
The
I ain't
dog
seen that. I didn't see that. Ah, you breaking up again. I can't hear you.
about now.
I can hear you now.
The dog was sniffing her in one picture, and then it was laying dead on the pavement in another picture, and then it showed the boy carrying the dog.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I did. I think I did see that. Yeah,
Every time I think about that, I laugh.
yeah,
That that hole is dangerous for both kind of dogs.
yep. But also too, when it comes to service, do not be afraid to report these women or these simps, but mostly women because they get terrible service.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the times too, I go to the self checkout out when I go to CVS or every time I go to a store that has a self checkout, I go there because the machine is better than these women, especially these black women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but and these women act crazy. Don't be afraid to report them. If management not gonna
By
do
no means.
nothing, yeah. If management not gonna do anything, call headquarters. If headquarters don't do anything, rate them and then never go back to that place. Even Sigma, how's it going?
Hey, bro.
Yep. But overall too, don't completely let these women piss you off. Don't let them ruin your day. Don't care about their day. Care about your day.
All right.
Me, I'm real harsh. Really, really harsh when it comes to service. Me and women, because if they sitting there making these childish faces and stuff like that, while I'm trying to buy something and get out, I ask them why they make the faces. Oh, that's just me. So I end up probably reporting that or just leave it alone.
Hey, I'm about to jump off, but I'll be back on the panel here shortly. I gotta take care of some business. Kind of crude. I don't want to be crude or nothing, but
Oh
I'll
no,
be
it's
back
cool.
about 20 minutes or less.
Oh, that's cool. Take your time. Take your time. All right.
All right, I'll be back. Appreciate it.
All right. All right. But yeah, guys, stop being afraid of these women. Don't be afraid to stand up to these women. I don't care about no matter what a female do by the government, by these simps that's brainwashed to believe that if a woman can hit you and you can do nothing back. Nope. Fight them back. Fight them back. See, a lot of these simps let women hit you and you sit there and do nothing. Oh, that's not me. It's not me at all. I'm going to listen, then jump back on. All right, J Day Diesel. Yeah, you know, throughout the months, throughout the year, I had to stand up to these women, even the bus drivers, of course, mostly black women. Had to report them over and over again. I never reported a male bus driver throughout the years. I never reported one. I always reported a woman bus driver. And who is that, you may ask? The black woman. Because no matter what job the black woman gets, she is miserable. She got to treat the black man like crap to look good in front of that white man. Yes, I said it. Look good in front of that white man. Or if there's no white man at all, she go treat the black man like crap regardless. I guess that's just me, but she go treat the black man like trash. Uh, So your hoes try to treat me like trash. I'm gonna treat you like trash back, or I'm just gonna report you. I'm not gonna waste time argue with you hoes anymore. I'm just gonna report you. And if that don't work, I end up catching another bus where you hoes not causing me any problems or causing trouble. But two, I don't know what type of how can I say this? I don't know what type of problem you MGTOW guys have when you dealt with women and uh, as in probably fighting or just had to report them. But anybody want to jump on, let me know what type of problems you had with women over the years. I've had a lot of problems, mostly with women. That's mostly black women. And throughout the years, it came now to Hispanic women and these other women. Because I guess I'm not feeding their needs and not giving no attention. Throughout these times, it's me. I'm focused on me, focused on getting my passport, focused on making money, focused on being in peace. Being around you women, it's it's a death sentence. It's a complete death sentence being around you women. And guys today, simps, mostly simps or men who don't get it, want to completely be around women every day or invite women to dinners, invite women to this, invite women to that. You'll figure out the hard way that these women are demons. They are completely demons. And you men who fall for the trap and get screwed over, you go to the next woman thinking that she'll be an angel. But these women are not angels. By definition, these women are not angels. These simps ain't they angels either. I don't consider myself an angel because I got a lot of problems, but these simps and these women out here will do a whole lot worse than I can. I only do what I have to because I want to be in peace. That's it. I do what I do to get people to stop because I want to be in peace. All this childish shit, this laughing and giggling and going to mess with people for no apparent reason. It's just stupid, childish. And with that person retaliate and tell you off, it's a problem. It's a real problem once you stand up for yourself and retaliate and get people to stop. Oh, guys, completely just cut women off, cut these simps off, continue making money, continue to focus on you because that's what they hate. They hate guys being alone. They hate guys making money for themselves and not spending on them. Even the simps hate it because they know that once you make money for yourself and do all right for yourself, these simps too will try to come and ruin it. They try to come mess up your money. They'll try to get you fired, just like a female. Uh, yep, in front of another black woman. Yep. what these simps will do. They're just like women. I got to get him fired somehow, just like a female. But back to the fat woman I was talking about that I thought that left. And you women are just getting worse in every day, not just in behavior, in weight. I have to deal with trolls on the highway at times. I give them crazy looks, and they usually go on down the road. Yeah, most people, once you completely stand up to them and stand your ground, some will go about their business. Some will actually confront you back. Some simps confront me back, but eventually these simps they stop and go on about their business. Most of them will. Most of them act like females and want to fight and shoot you and kill you and all this crap. Oh yeah, he just like a female, just like a female. But back to the fat woman. You know, you would think that just dealing with me and I should leave the guy alone, but most women will not leave guys alone. Keep laughing and giggling like you know my life, bitch. You don't. You completely don't know my life. No matter who you go and tell about me, you still wouldn't know my full life. You can go ask my mama about me. My mom don't completely know my life because my mom don't know what I do behind closed doors. And that's the problem with most women. They think that they completely know your life as a man. If you know half of it behind closed doors, bitch, you don't know completely know what I do behind closed doors. They they're sent by the devil himself to harass, troll, and pick at others. Absolutely, JJ Diesel. Absolutely. So at some points too, you can't blame the devil. These women got a mind. They just fail to use it. They don't want to use their mind. They just want to act like children and fail to have common sense. They just want to mess with man to get a rise out of them. Now, when these men end up hurting them and killing them, then that man has to get life in prison, either get killed or the worst. What is the worst? Uh, I already said kill, so it'll probably be the electric chair or death by injection or whatnot, or get killed by another simp, another man. But mostly you have life in prison if you kill a woman or whatnot. But you have to get women to stop. And I mostly say women because these are the group of people that won't leave men alone. When you ask them to leave you alone, half of the time they do, and half of the time they don't. Now I'm getting Latinas staring at me, getting them to stare at me. You think it'd be a black woman getting them to stare at me like they know me or something? Give me these death stares. Just continue staring at me. God Almighty expects us to rule over our thoughts instead of letting the devil indoctrinate their minds and actions. Yep. Yep. I do my best to not think about these women when they're not in my space. If they're in my space and they continuously bother me over and over again, it's to a point where you can't think. You have a thought that you want to hurt them or get them it's to a point where you want to get them to stop or completely hurt them. And most men don't have a mind don't have a mind to actually get them to stop, or probably mostly just hurt them. Black women especially, you definitely want to hurt them because they violent. They put their hands on people, and you have no other alternative to hurt them or possibly kill them. Especially these ghetto chicks, especially these hood chicks. That was my biggest problem on any other black woman. He this, he that, because I guess I wasn't. I guess I wasn't a thug or Tyrone or whatnot. Uh, but back to the Latinas. Mm, they starting to stare at me now. Mm. Latinas. You black guys too think they on your side, and you know they all right too, but they're a huge problem like any other woman. They're a huge problem than a black woman. Just not violent, but they're a problem, more problem than a black woman. But simps, simps. What can I say about the simps? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go with the black man first. Well, you black simps are the most ignorant man than any other non-black man. You think that Hispanics are on your side, where there's history there. They don't like us. They don't like us either. Not only you have whites that don't like blacks, but Hispanics don't like blacks either. They thugs kill each other, still killing each other. For what? I don't know. But mostly over a woman, over these nasty, disgusting creatures that don't give two ish about the black man. You sit there and start fights towards another black man, or just start fights. And when somebody confronts you back, get upset. You want to shoot this person. You want to beat them up. You want to do all types of stupid shit to somebody else because they confronted you back. Yep. But I don't mess with you simps either. I don't deal with you simps. You two are not allowed to come to my house. Just like the woman. The black woman is definitely not allowed in my house. It's not allowed in my house. Because if a black woman in my house, I tell her to leave. And she don't leave, I force her out. But if that don't work, maybe I call the police. Maybe. Don't even call them either. But you simps are just, oh, she loved me, and I be her forever, and she end up putting you on child support, bruh. She end up make you get a job to pay child support. Can't get that, so she'll just put you in jail. Just a waste of time. Just dealing with these women. But overall, you have to get people to stop. You have to. I most of the time want to be in peace. The people that come and bother me for no apparent reason, I just want peace. I just want peace. My roommate irritating at sometimes, but he don't cause physical trouble like the people I dealt with it, people I lived with in the past. had my life threatened, dealt with dangerous situations living with these people. I never had a female room. Well, I lived with a female. I moved in with a female. That was my biggest mistake. Uh, the simps are a part of the problem, and they are just as bad as tempers as they are. Yo, what's up, Jr? Yo, what's going on? Yeah, my biggest mistake was just moving in with my female friend, all because I wanted sex. I did get that, but at the end of all of that, the police was called because the person living there called me the N word. She thought it was a big deal. And after she called the police took the woman's side. Oh no, he's dangerous and all that. Never was no threat to the other person. And you know what the police said? There's a white male police officer. You can get a gun and if he act crazy, shoot him and all that crap. And welcome back, JJ Diesel.
Right, appreciate it.
Yep, yep. But he act crazy, shoot him and all that crap. And the reason why I blamed my ex female friend, she's now ex female friend, because she could have told my landlord, my ex landlord, by the way, she could have told my landlord what was going on. Didn't have to call the police. Didn't have to do all that. Yeah, go ahead, JJ Diesel.
um, yeah, I was just gonna iterate that message I typed in the chat. Um, these simps are part of the problem. They're just as bad as tramps are.
Yep, they absolutely are, man. They absolutely are. It's like I said before. They don't get it. They don't get it. The ones that's coming up go experience the worst. They think that there's still hope out there. There's no hope at all. They want women around them. The majority of them that's real desperate want women around them, not understanding that most of these women don't want to completely be around you all day anyway. So
I got something in my Bible I want to read out loud while I
I'm
got it
sure.
open to that.
I'm sure.
Okay. And it's in Revelations, in chapter 17, verse 16 and 17. For God will put a, let me see, wait a minute. Okay. The scarlet animal and his 10 horns, which represent 10 kings who will reign with him, all hate the woman and will attack her and leave her naked and ravished by fire. For God will put a plan into their minds, a plan that will carry out his purposes. They will mutually agree to give their authority to the scarlet animal so that the words of God will be fulfilled. Oh, and let me see. I guess I'll go and read 18. And this woman you saw in your vision represents the great city that rules over the kings of the earth.
Yep. These women are terrible, man. Terrible human beings. Had to sorry, I had to grow up and experience it, but they're terrible human beings. And I choose not to. Well, I'm gonna have to deal with them on some levels, but the majority of times I choose not to just deal with women. Don't want to be around women. Don't want to hang out with women. Got female friends, just haven't really dealt with them in person. Not yet. Got some female friends from different states, but I talked to a few on my Facebook. That's about it. Short conversation. But when it comes to probably probably just real life, I don't really be around them that very, very much. And you can't talk to women either. Can't talk to them.
Nope.
So it's just best not to give women advice at all.
I was just looking over chapter 18, and it's talking about America. This is prophecy. When he talked about Babylon this time in the Bible, this the end of the book. The original Babylon has already been destroyed, right?
Right.
Now, why would Babylon be at the back of the Bible?
Mm.
He's talking about this Babylon, and he referred to it as two ways in the Bible: the daughter of Babylon or the second Egypt, which means bondage.
Yep. All this is coming, man. All this is coming. People right now they think they have it good. They think that C-19 went away. I ain't gonna completely say that. You know what? They think C-19 went away, but it didn't go nowhere. It's still here. Some people being foolish still wearing a mask when the majority of people
Taking the
know.
jab,
Yep. In
getting
my
sick.
books. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say they taking the jab, getting sick and dying off like flies.
Yep. I never got C-19. I never had it.
Me
My
either.
my brother had it 4 times. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I never had C-19 because I'm not thinking about C-19. When you don't think about something, especially if it's like a virus or a disease or whatnot, you won't get it. You definitely won't get it, especially a virus. Taking care of your health too is very, very important, but something like that don't exist if you take care of your health. You won't get it.
Plus, I don't be around a lot of people all the time anyway, especially in the nature of work I have.
Same here. Same here. That's why too I don't like a lot of people invading my space because of that, and because they took that you know what.
Mm.
Women too. I gotta say this too. If if you ignore a woman and she come up and try to say hello, keep saying hello, and try to put their hands on her, let her know. Don't put your hands on me at all. Cause I had women actually do that when I ignore them. They come and try to tap you and put your hands on you. Don't let them touch you either.
It's you know, if a woman speak us, I might say hello, but then I'll be looking for an exit to get away from her to avoid further conversation.
Yep.
If
Same
if a
here.
person if a person greet me, I greet them back. If they and be respectful, but and be cordial. But if anything outside of that, if they try to get sexual, if I'm not interested, I'll say I'm kind of in a hurry right now. You have a nice day or something like that. Boot them out.
Yep. Yep. But the whole point of the stream is, guys, is to stop people from doing harm to you, stop people from ruining your joy. If they try to get you upset, try your best to get away from it. Now, if you're working with them, that's gonna be a hard task right there. If you wives with them, if you dating them, that's gonna be a hard task. Unless you want to break up with the person. Divorce, if you divorce her, she'll still get money out you. I know that for a fact. She will still get money out you once you divorce her. So it's best not to get married. It's best not to go on dates. It's best probably too to not have sex with them. Let's just put it that way. It's not best to have sex with them because they'll still want money from that whole ordeal.
Yep.
Yep. Somebody trying to harm you or do something to you, stop them from doing so.
I'm glad. I'm kind of glad Arkansas open carry.
Yep. Same thing with Florida. It's open carry.
Good.
Yeah.
Have
The-
it. Just know you have it, and you know, if you get used to having it, you won't think about pulling it as quick. Don't let nobody. Don't let nobody fool you to make you think you'll be quick or gun happy just because you own a gun. No, it's the person mind. It's the mindset.
exactly.
I don't pull it unless I feel my life is threatened.
Yeah. I know Georgia. Yeah, Georgia is like if that person has a weapon, you got to have a weapon too. You can't. I think yeah, Georgia. You like you just can't pull out a gun if they don't have one. And two people, the other person got to have a weapon. You got to have a weapon.
Damn swing states, I tell you. Stupid laws.
Yeah.
A lot of southern states, though. I know Florida got it, the stand your ground law. I think Texas do too. I'm not sure about Arkansas.
Uh, yep. Yep. But defend yourself, even if you're a felon and you can't own a firearm, try your best to get away from that situation. And if they don't pull a weapon out quick enough, or they don't have their weapon on you, and they try to come at you, defend yourself the best way you can. I think it. Well, if your record is sponge and you can't own a firearm, I think you own like maybe like a taser or a pepper spray. I know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you gotta eventually stop the person from doing harm, especially these women. I'm gonna keep saying women over and over again because women mostly just get away with stuff, and these simps will just continue to take up for women.
I
Oh,
had a taser and misplaced it. I never could find that thing in my place for some reason.
ah, oh, she's a female. She's a female. Who cares? You care? These women are dangerous too. These women that act like men, to me, they are not females. When these women
They're
act like,
demons.
yeah, when these women act like men, they are men. And I hope you hear me out, women. When you sit there and get loud and belligerent like a man, and you want to fight a man, you might well put on the boxing gloves and get in the ring and fight like a man. In my opinion, if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. I don't care.
My grandmother dead and gone, but I heard her say, "If you're big enough to hit, you're big enough to get hit."
Oh yeah, my grandma said that too. Grandma said too that if that person hit you first, hit them back.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. The the law so screwed up today, and it's getting worse. Oh, no matter what a female do, let's try to get away. And no, nope, no more. Don't put our hands on me. Be prepared to take the biggest hit ever, or just get hit. It's like I told you, man. When I was getting off the bus, I think this happened either 11 months ago. I didn't even push the woman. Only thing I did was slightly try to move to the side, slightly push her butt back. I didn't push the person. I slightly moved her butt back out the way. Now she asked and pushed me. So she tried to hit me. I didn't even feel the little hits and all that. And I just told her, back up, back up. To tell her, kept back up. Yep. I kept pushing her and pushing her. And then she tried to hit me in my own book bag. Of course, I didn't feel it. I think I was just swole that day. You know, I was just this basically this bulky that day. Back up. Some guy in the car, yeah. I ain't hitting no female. Yeah, don't hit no female. Shut up.
You should have
If he,
told him I'll hit her, but I'll knock your ass out. That's what I'd have told him.
if he would have got out the car, I would have beat him up too. If he would have got out the car, I would have beat him up too. Yeah. So she tried to hit me again. I pushed her, but I pushed her on the ground though. She said I hit her in her face, but I never did hit her in her face. Like a skinny twig or something like that. Once I last pushed her, she went flying on the ground.
My daddy, well, me and my sister got different daddies, right?
Right.
And when we were kids and stuff, and then a heifer tried to kick my dad in the balls. He grabbed her foot and pushed her back on her butt. And he said, she said, I'm gonna tell my mama. I said, I'm gonna tell her for you, or something like that. He said he gonna tell her.
What her mama gonna do?
Nothing.
Yeah. Probably say probably suffer the same fate. And of course, she called the police, and the police took us. Oh, bro, you can't be going around pushing people. You know, whatever she do after that is what she has to do after that. And that's the problem with you, man. You simps. You keep taking up for these women, and things go get worse. Keep kissing up these women, and things are getting worse. They're getting worse right now. That if you keep taking up for these women, especially if you're married to them, in a relationship with you, that eventually turn on you, and then they're going about their business.
You know
Yep.
something else my daddy told me? Uh, he gave my mom when they were still married. He gave her the silent treatment for the longest time, and it got to the point she couldn't take it no more, and asked him why you couldn't talk to me or something like that. She asked him that, and I forgot what he said, but you know, it's basically a justifiable response, and she didn't have nothing to say. I did the same thing when I was a teenager and had to deal with her.
Yep. Yep.
But now we don't talk at all.
Are y'all talk to your aunt?
No, my mom. Well,
Okay.
my aunt either, for that matter.
Ah,
Anybody on my mama's side, it's two exceptions. I got two male cousins I communicate with sometimes, but the rest of them, I ain't had two words with them.
same here. Well, I don't talk to my aunt, and I don't talk to my cousin. Everybody hate my aunt because I went to go renew my bus pass today, and then my uncle drove by and picked me up. So he was telling me what was going on at my grandma house. Yeah, my mom said she can't live there. She end up moving or whatnot. But he was telling me about my aunt that she tried to be so bossy and that she take over the house. So my uncle told me that he don't care. He'll cuss her out. He ain't gonna let her talk in any kind of way. And she owned a firearm, of course. She owned a gun. He said, I don't care about no gun. And he said he ain't scared of no gun. He didn't care about no gun. Because number one, the reason you're supposed to have a gun if you feel like your life is in danger. It's number one.
Protect yourself or your family or whoever, and to hunt for food. That's it.
The majority, I say the people that have these guns today, they misuse these guns. They misuse of having a gun. They end up just shooting a person and think they'll get off. Nope, nope. I know Florida. If you mess up, they'll take your gun away. They take your license away, and that's it. Possibly
Yep.
charged with a felony. You have these guns, and you just shoot somebody if they say something to you, or don't like what they do is yeah, yeah, you should lose your gun license and you should lose your gun.
They got this. I think it's still in experimental stages, but they got this technology in my area. They can pretty much pinpoint where the gunshot come from and what type of weapon it is.
Wow.
And I haven't heard any shooting here lately. Well, I heard something, explosion or something. I don't know what the hell that was, but other than that, no.
It's the same here in my city, but most of the time they won't do nothing. You know how they go.
Mm.
They could come to a black community. Oh, somebody got shot. We don't care. Which most of the time, I don't like these police officers either.
A lot of them, so they low key
Yep.
doing the devil's work, and they side with the women,
Yep.
and the woman is the devil's favorite too to destroy humanity with. And these stupid women in the simps playing right into the devil's hands on that note.
Yep. Even the ones that go to church.
Mm-hmm.
Either one. That's why I
What
don't go to church.
what good is going to church around some folks and you can read your Bible and learn and have it in your heart? When them folks at church, they don't do that. They just go there to get some feel good sermon or whatever, and it ain't benefiting them. They just going, they act some so called holy and down one day, but like bats out of hell the rest of the week.
Yep. Just don't take women seriously. I don't take them seriously. The majority of times now, I just go ahead and ignore women. That they got nothing left in the gas tank. They sit up there and make these faces. Even these white women sit up there and make these silly faces and say something stupid. Say try to make fun of you like I don't know English or whatnot. I understand what you're saying. So go on somewhere. That's why I tell them go on somewhere.
I got a endless supply of sarcasm.
Yeah.
I tend to disarm them at some point. When I rebuke them, I use the truth, but I enforce it with sarcasm. And a lot of times it's like I done disarmed them, took the weapons, and handcuffed them without touching them.
Yep. That too. I get on the women too. Mostly people that sit up there and smile too much, continue to smile, smile. You continuously smiling over and over again. That person got to be up to something, or they gonna say something stupid.
Mm-hmm. Like a
It's okay
sinister
to
kind of look on their face.
yeah, it's okay to smile like once or twice, but continuously doing it over and over again. It's kind of at some point just kind of just creepy, or they go say something stupid, or they up to something.
You feel that sinister energy coming from them when they smiling.
Yeah, yeah, I feel it
Mm-hmm.
too. Had that one white lady. Why you keep smiling and whatnot? Oh, it's just me. I like going somewhere. Walk on the other side of the sidewalk. Ever since then, I haven't
Yeah,
seen it ever since then. So
yeah, these puppets is doing the puppets master bidding.
yeah, these people got nothing left, so they know they can't get in too much trouble. So what they'll do is they'll be irritating, like laughing and smiling over and over again, which is really harassment.
Mhm.
It's really harassment as you look at it. At some point, too, you just ignore it. Now, if they deeply get in my space, I'm gonna say something. If they fall away or whatnot, it's no big deal.
Well, see, they know they've been put in a corner by their own evil mess. The only thing they got left to do is try to taunt people. That's exactly what that is. The devil and the demons, these puppets doing the devil's bidding by taunting folks, trolling like I was describing on the highway, all that stuff.
Don't know
But
me
I
at
give them,
all.
yeah,
They don't know me at all. They just like really.
yeah, demon possession.
Yep.
They puppets. The devil tell the demons what to do, and the demons control the person that harbor the demon.
Yep. I know if I would
But
have
like,
did that, I would have got in trouble.
I when people give me some, stupid looks, I give them challenging look back, real stern look, like I dare you try something. Look,
Same here, man. The
I
same
look, I
here.
simply look in my mirror when somebody, you know how they just drive beside you and get in your blind spot instead of getting the hell on down the road. They just sit there, and then you have to hit brakes for somebody in the right lane in front of you because they won't get the hell out of the way, especially around interchange. On ramp, that pisses me off because it's dangerous. My mama let my brother drive, which I don't celebrate Thanksgiving no more. This was 2011, well, 2012, yeah, 2012. Uh, and my ex was with me and her was together at the time. She was in the back seat beside me, and we was going past this exit. We was in the left lane, and the big truck was in the right lane. There's another big truck trying to get on. And my mama insisted on letting that bastard drive. Sorry, Lord, it just slipped. I was angry with him. He put everybody in the car in danger, and everybody in that interchange on that side of the interstate in danger. And I had to. I said, if you cause an accident, you better make sure I'm dead. If you don't, I'm gonna. I don't want to repeat what I said. But he finally got the message and got the hell out of the truck way and all that. You know, when you passing somebody on the interstate, pass and move your ass.
Yep.
Otherwise, you deliberately trying to cause an accident. And I was hitchhiking, April of '08 from Youngstown, Ohio, and he was coming to Arkansas. My daddy picked me up in Jonesboro. That he had a load of paper on that truck. White guy, yeah, weed head. He smoked weed, but well, he paid for me to go to the strip joint and all that stuff, and bought me food, whatever, all that stuff. This was in '08, and I think down in Kentucky. Yeah, when this big truck was merging on the interstate, and these fools was beside us in the left lane, he put their ass in the median. Sure did. Grass was blowing everywhere. They had just got that, the mowers been recently cutting, I guess. Yeah, this was April of '08. I remember that real good. And that guy, when he got to Jonesboro, he was trying to put in for a job at that place he delivered to. That was strangely enough, he wanted to get off of the road. There's too many fools out there. I drive local because nowadays, I mean, the food is bad, high overpriced. They don't want to get you home. They don't want to pay you right. Bunch of BS, you know. And I always said this about trucking companies as a truck driver. The trucking companies, the women, and the government in the same boat together. Yeah,
How?
they all have that same evil mentality. They can't answer honest questions as a recruiter when you're trying to talk to them about and ask them questions and vet their company about what they offer, what they require, and all that, and is it reasonable? Uh, and then the women the same way. And then if you notice, when you're trying to figure out a problem or get some kind of help, they got all these checks and balances, this garbage in a way. So, see, same pattern. You see that? I just demonstrated something here. And even when talking with lawyers or whatever, if you ever been to court about something, same damn thing. Period.
Yeah. Women are everywhere.
They're
They
evil.
yep. They ruin everything. They can't stay out of your space. They must be in your space, even when you're not dealing with them. Even as a MGTOW guy, red
Mm.
pill, black pill, monk, they have to ruin everything.
just got to keep putting their feet to the fire and rebuking them and cutting them off.
Yep. That's why I want to work from home.
Yeah, I hear that.
That's
I'm
exactly
thinking,
why I want to work from home, man.
I'm thinking seriously about talking to somebody with one of these companies. I can get and they'll train me and all that stuff. Do that part time, but as much as I like driving, as much as I hate the situations on in the traffic, I want to do that part time because me and the guy I work for, I've been working for him since May of 2014. It's like a family like bond, and and I enjoy driving that old raggedy blue truck. But yeah, I just want a little extra something until I can get some other stuff I want to get started and set up. And I can't say I completely cut contact with the guy I work for now. I might just go by and visit and stuff like that. Cause yeah, and it's a
Well,
small fleet I work for, and I never thought I'd say that about anybody that owns trucks. But he he's a reasonable guy, I suppose. Some certain stuff we kind of butt heads about, like repairing stuff, but he'll finally get around to doing that. Yeah, but these other folks, they don't care one way or the other. And this guy, he helped me just like somebody in the family was supposed to help me. That means a lot to me. It really does.
yep. Most of you simps are guys who don't get it. I see you working, not only working with women, but like just having women in the truck with you, and not the job that you do,
Oh,
just
I've done
like
it. I've
yeah,
done
just
it.
like lawn service and stuff like that. Sit
Mhm.
there in the truck with women. Now, me, well, I stand at work. You have two Hispanic guys, one Latina female. Of course, she fat. She was like built at one point, looked like a bodybuilder. That she getting fatter now. And these guys don't completely do a good job. No races, anything like that. Like go out there and do a half a good job. But one thing they don't do is pick up the trash when doing yard work. The first thing before anyone does yard work, me personally, I pick up the trash first.
Mhm.
They go out there and just start cutting.
Blow
It's
that stuff all over the place.
it's one table leg that's still out there. They ain't even pick it up at all. Just cut over it and ride over it. Trash still out there. Just don't do a good job at all. You think the guys will pick it up? The guys don't even pick it up. A woman, of course, she just go be a dick and just I ain't gonna pick it up. The guy that's holding the sign, maybe he'll pick it up. That's not my job. That's not my job. My job is to go out there, promote traffic to the business, and that's it.
Yeah,
It's your job, since you're doing the yard work, is to pick up the trash, make sure the place look professional. There's more Hispanic women that cleans the place. Now they do a good job with them. You have like dust like on the metal frames and stuff like that.
hmm
Supposed to dust that. They don't even dust that. I went inside, tipped my finger, and they still got dust on the metal frame. These women do not know how to clean. I'm not saying that to be rude or be a misogynist, like you women like to call man.
they're not traditional. They wasn't brought up right. They probably brought up in a pigsty. And they wasn't made to clean up when they were growing up.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, the messiest creatures on earth.
Swine, cast not your pearls before swine.
Yeah. Well, you women just don't know how to clean. like you used to. A long time ago, you women would clean good. This
Yep.
century, it's like I don't care no more. I have clean and that's it. I learned how to clean from my mama. Hate to bring that up on stream. I learned how to clean from my mama, and from there, I took it to a whole new level when it comes to cleaning. Clean better than a woman do.
And cook too.
Yep.
My mama admitted that she have visited some of her male friend homes and stuff that she known for years, and they place be smelling good and clean, and they can cook better than a lot of women she know. And she's 69.
Wow.
There's no wonder that a lot of women see my mama and my daddy. They come from the baby boomer generation. Then me and you are in Generation X. You're on the tail end of Generation X, but you're still in my generation, right? Okay. Okay. Um, man, these women that come up in the '90s and beyond that, they hell to deal with. Even the ones before, don't get me wrong, but to be back on the topic and the point of the matter, they don't cook. They're not traditional. Uh, they're worse. I mean, and I noticed a pattern over the years. In the last 20 years or so, I've seen society on a big damn decline, and I don't think it's going to recover.
Nope. Gonna continue to get worse.
Yeah,
These women ain't doing nothing at all to try to improve.
no,
They don't care.
the reprobates.
Yo, 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 what's up, gentlemen?
What's going on? What's
I
going on,
got it.
black man?
That you
How
back,
y'all
man? Hey,
doing?
man. All right, you.
Oh, just taking it one day at a time, man. That's all we can do.
All right. Today's topic is do not be afraid of women and simps. So touch on that.
The only person that we should really, the only thing that we should really fear is God. No man, you know what I'm saying? No matter how big or powerful they are,
Mhm.
we will not fear nothing but God Himself.
Absolutely, amen.
Yeah. Also told him as well that if a woman just keep bothering you, you got to do what it takes to make them stop.
Yeah,
Yep. But I also brought up too the girl from Wendy's that kept messing with me. She eventually just left me alone, man. It just eventually
What,
left me alone.
what does
I
she
ain't fooling
want?
with it. I think she mad because 3 years ago I didn't give her no directions where she was trying to go. So
Oh,
eventually I told our manager at first, our manager like leave the guy alone. The guy don't bother nobody. The guy don't go and cause trouble. And she eventually stopped. As of last month, she ended up messing with me again. So it was a different manager, and he was like, "Oh, that's a police matter." I was like, okay, then I go ahead and call headquarters." He's like, "Go right ahead." So after I called headquarters, I spoke with a black woman that was professional, and she was like, I think I know who you're talking about. I think she's upper management or something like that. I was like, yeah. So I don't know what she said. Right where I stand from Wendy's, bro, I think they closed all their windows. I think they were pissed off at me.
hey, you know something? I'm gonna give you something real encouragement. That I remember, and I think God just brought this to my attention. It's no accident that I had this thought. You confirmed something to me, by the way. It helped me too to think about this now. Resist the devil and he flee from you. That's why the girl leave you alone. You resist her. She got the demon spirit on her, and she can't take being resisted.
Yep. But these women too, that's trying to do harm to you or trying to kill you, you got to get them to stop.
Mhm.
You got to get them to stop as well, man.
Things would be a whole lot better if people if these stupid women, instead of following the devil's damn doctrine through these corrupt powers that be, if they only follow God, they would be a lot happier, and they wouldn't have, if they didn't have all this corruption in their heart in the first place, and they get the man and treat him right and appreciate him, and don't treat the thug good like a king. No, treat the good man like a king. See, these women's mind is backwards, and then they do have an epiphany stage when they go to hitting. If they ain't hit the wall, they damn close to it. They start having an epiphany. Now they made their choices, all the bad guys. And I've seen a video of this woman admitting that she have these guys in a rotation. She put the good guys on hold while she let the bad guys run through her. The hell with it.
Yep. I don't feel sorry when that happened. When it
No,
happens, it happened. Like, what? Let me think about something else. I ain't thinking about that.
I laugh at them.
Yeah.
Laugh at them and walk off, turn my head and throw my hand up, one hand up, I'm like, forget this.
So
They
the
get
woman you
mad.
so the woman you had a problem with, Batman, did she leave you alone?
The one that I had a problem with, which woman?
I think the one you said, the one at the U-Haul. I think the one you told me about.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I had a story like that.
Uh, but if I think, like, how can I say this? Like a woman, did you ever had a woman keep messing with you and she eventually stopped?
Women don't mess with me at all, so I
God
didn't
damn.
have to deal with that.
God
So it's
damn.
a blessing. hmm I leave them alone.
Mm. Yeah, I know some guys have to make them stop. I make women stop. Eventually I make them stop. But they start up again, they leave me alone. Especially black women. Especially black women.
Hey, Batman, you might confirm this. I was just telling brother here, brother Red Pill here, that women, the government, and trucking companies, they have the same pattern and they're in the same boat together.
That's true, brother. You ain't lying about that. That's true.
Wait a minute,
Yeah,
they have a difficult time just staying out of space. A very difficult time staying out of a man's space.
yeah.
Yep. I agree too. Like if a woman just continuously smile over and over again and or whatnot, do you think they up to something?
Repeat that. You said it's a world. Are they up to something on purpose?
Yeah, like they keep smiling and laughing and coming towards you or something like that. Do you think they up to something?
Yeah, I think it's like, okay, what do they want? I'm gonna think you are up to something because you don't really fuck with me like that. Women,
Mm.
here's the thing about women: they want information so they can use it against you. That's
Mm-hmm.
really basically it.
Yep. That's why I say, man, they continuously basically ride back and forth, laughing and things like that. And I was like, nah, they up to something.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But these simps too. Simps don't mess with you that much. They try to ruin your life, but they don't mess with you that much. If they mess with you too, you got to get them to stop too.
Yeah, they're not as quick, I notice, as these witches are, but when they do, they're just as bad.
Yep.
And there's a lot of witches out there. I saw it. It's either on Black Ram's video, Black Ram 313, or Book of Astronomy, Dr. VOA, where this young black woman, and she was in her late 20s, early 30s. She said she's a witch, and she said it's a lot. She admitted to being a witch now, and she said there's a lot of them out there. I won't get that thought out of my mind. I can't. No, I just can't unsee that, unhear and see that video. I think it's Dr. DOA, if I ain't mistaken. I ain't heard from him in a while, but yeah,
And
and I tend to believe that. I wouldn't doubt it at all
Yeah,
because they constantly tell on themselves.
but my whole point is that to get somebody to stop, besides hurting them and shooting them, you got
Mm,
to tell a manager, tell a boss, or if they don't have that, you know, maybe threaten them at some point to get them to stop.
mm,
If they don't stop, if they trying to ruin your life or trying to do harm to you, do what you have to do to defend yourself.
mm.
It's like I said too, these guys that have felonies and can't own firearms or don't supposed to have them, you got to do what you have to do to defend yourself. Cause I know the cops ain't gonna do shit. They don't give a shit.
And the fools that don't realize that the jab is part of this population control matter.
Yep. Yep.
And for people to wear these masks, they doing psychological damage to themselves because you know I'm an asthmatic, and I know I have to have a certain amount of oxygen for my brain to be able to function right. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody ought to know that anyway. And they want you to wear these masks. You can't breathe, and that's almost as bad as having asthma or something.
Yep. I still see these people wear masks. For what I
There's
don't know.
There's time I wear a mask because I haul grain and I have to be careful in the dust, especially since, like I said, I'm asthmatic. I have asthma. But, other than that, I don't wear a mask.
yeah, man. It's basically a symbol of submission. Shut up and submit.
Yeah, I agree.
And in the military, they try to get me to take this shit. I said, no, fuck you. I ain't taking this shit. Kiss my ass.
I'm proud of my fellow truckers our fellow truckers up there in Canada that did that protest. I think they did it wrong
Yeah.
though. They should have just parked the trucks. Now they had a hearing this week. I didn't get the end results of it though. Trial. I don't know if it was a hearing or a trial, but it was on YouTube live stream. I saw a couple of. They were doing it in the evening, like 3, 4 something in the evening Central Time. But yeah, up there in Ottawa, Canada, it was a big problem. And then Batman, you probably know about the Ambassador Bridge. I've been across it. It takes you from Detroit up into Canada. I've been across that.
Nah, I haven't been there yet.
Okay.
And I
It's a,
probably I probably won't because I got me more of a local gig in my state. So
oh, okay. It's a crooked
maybe one
L-shaped
day.
bridge. It's a crooked L-shaped bridge, and when you entering onto the bridge, you have to take up all the lanes just to be able to have room to get up there. You can't let cars get up beside you before you get into that, or you're gonna have an accident. Yep, I've been there, so I had to take up the lanes to get up there. Yeah, so they create problems for us truckers in the first place in situations like that. We have to bogart just to get our way down the road, or it's going to be an accident. And people hate us, but because of that, but they don't understand this because they don't have the common sense to realize we need room. It reprobates. Ignorant people is
Now I have
everywhere.
now I have seen some of these guys that drive bigger trucks have a female with them. Definitely have a female with them. It had to be a simp, of course.
I was a simp at one time because back in what, '04 and '05. It was two different females. I, dumped one because she was doing me wrong, and then the other one, the one that's she the one passed away, the second one, and she cheated on me back in '06 after a year of me and her being together. We was engaged, and I didn't have a vehicle at the time. I was staying with my mom, and she called. She didn't have nobody but me to see after her to go take her up there. And when the medical staff asked me what relations are you to her, I said that's my fiance. So they let me go in the examination room, and they laid her up there like a dog in a veterinarian, checking her out. And I saw her butt ass naked up there, and I saw this, and I thought to myself, that's disgusting. I got a whole woman I can't do nothing with. And I told her in front of the nurse, and then I looked over at the nurse. The white lady looked at me like, oh, when when I told her, I said, you got a lot of explaining to do. And I was real silent. She didn't have nothing to say, right? I'm like, okay, I'm done with her. Because like I said, I thought to myself, got a whole woman here and I can't do nothing with her. I'm like, okay. So as soon as they got her, everything, whatever, and all that, and I waited until she got over that, I guess, to break up with her. Then I said, I'm done. And I told her to come get the stuff she brought me for that Valentine's Day that year. I didn't want it. And when she didn't move fast enough, she finally got her uncle to come get it. The other stuff, I just flat out threw it in the trash. Sure did. And then Hooper, her in 2017, asked me on Messenger. Well, she said she wished she could have a good man. And I said, it's too late for that now. And blocked her. Come to find out she was married to that guy. I seen her with old nasty looking guy. Ugh. Make
Yeah.
me gag. And, and when she passed away, he got somebody else. Married her. And it wasn't even a year.
These
It was
women,
like, oh,
these women eventually face their karma.
uh,
They eventually face their karma for what they do. But they think women think they can get away with everything. They don't. All this laws that's behind women right now, that's slowly disappearing.
even
Now,
said it turning against them.
now it'd be much sweeter if they take women's rights away. It'd be much sweeter if they take women's rights away. But still, the country collapsed when that happened. So, because women always find a way. But just know this: I'm not afraid of you hoes. I'm not afraid
They're
of black woman.
parasites.
Yeah. Yep.
Blood sucking parasites.
I'll do what I can to defend myself. I know you hoes touch me.
I have a reflex. When I feel pain and discomfort, I'm sort of jar somebody's ass.
Uh, yeah, but I'm going to end the stream right here. I
Okay.
am I am RPD.
Salute.
I am out. Salute, Batman. Salute,
Be safe,
JJD.
Salute.
fellas. God bless.
All right.
Love y'all. Shalom. Take care.
All right.